No Simmers. We're back with the first video on this channel under the name of Jasinner. That is right. I am going to become a VTuber very soon. I have my model being worked on right now by my model artist as we speak. I'm hoping it'll be ready sometime mid-May, might be a little bit later, but I knew I wanted to do the rebrand sooner rather than later, so that's why I decided to gradually start making the shift from WWSY to Jasinner. And this one, I'm going to talk about why I decided to become a VTuber and why I decided to go ahead with the rebrand, despite over 11 years of history with WWSY in a series that I'm calling Weirdo Won't Stop Yapping. So it's a nice little callback there to the old brand. So I thought that'd be a fun name for a little, I guess, what is this, like a mini podcast? I don't even know if this can be considered a podcast, but it's just me talking, basically. Just me talking about whatever I want to talk about, really. So I guess we'll start out with why I decided to become a VTuber. And honestly, there's several reasons. I first started watching VTubers around, I'm going to say January of last year is when I started to see the whole appeal of it. Because I thought, oh, this is a cool way to represent somebody on a screen without showing their face, you know? And as for me, I personally did not want to show my face just because of privacy and safety concerns, especially for my family, for my brother who lives with me, right? So I felt like it would be a good way to visually represent myself on the screen without it actually being me. And besides that, I love the creative potential of it too. I love the fact that you can be as creative with your appearance as you want to be without actually affecting your real body, you know? Like, for example, I could have outward facing horns. I could have a tail that has a end that is shaped like a pitchfork, you know? So I love the creative potential of being a VTuber. And I feel like it'll really enhance videos like this, where it's just me talking, or maybe even possibly franchise modes. I mean, honestly, I haven't figured out how exactly I'm gonna do that, considering the model will probably take up at least a decent portion of the screen. It would need to be big enough for you guys to see it, and then obviously that might block off some of the information on the screen. So I'm not sure how I would go about that yet, but I do want to make it work because, frankly, I will be very honest with you guys. VTuber models are, at least the custom ones, like the one that I got, that I commissioned, are not cheap. They are not cheap whatsoever. But I felt like this was an investment that I could get behind, you know, and that would affect all of my future content. Like, it's not just for one video, right? This would be for every video moving forward. And for me, it just felt like the next step forward because I do not want to do a face cam of any kind, but I wanted to have a visual representation of me. So I feel like there's a lot of things I'll be able to do as a VTuber that I wouldn't have been otherwise able to do without a face cam or without any sort of visual representation of myself. And then I guess this was also a matter of a sign of personal growth, because a lot has happened over the past 11 plus years ever since I started this channel. And I have changed a lot as a person ever since then. I was 16 when I made this channel back in 2013, and it's been over 11 years since then. I'm 27 now, and I have, without a doubt, matured a lot as a person. I've changed a lot as a person ever since then. It honestly doesn't feel like I'm anywhere close to the same person that I was back then. So I guess I just wanted to make this change as a sign of my growth, because for me, being able to move on from the past has always been a huge issue for me. So I wanted to make this change to, I guess, prove to myself that I have changed as a person and I'm capable of moving on from the past now. Like, this isn't something that I ever would have dreamed of doing even 2 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago, I would never have dreamed of moving on from the WWSY brand, because honestly, I kind of wanted to in a way, but I've wanted to rebrand for a little while now, I'll be honest with you guys, because I didn't feel like WWSY really meant too much, honestly, after a certain point. But at the same time, I was kind of scared of any change that would happen if I ever had done a rebrand. So I feel like for me, that held me back a lot. And honestly, the past in general has always been a shackle for me. So this is honestly just me trying to break free of that, you know, just trying to accept the past for what it is and try to move on to bigger and better things, you know. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing franchise modes. Absolutely not. I still love doing franchise modes. You guys know that. I will continue to do them. But this is just the next step forward in my content creation journey. I'm not gonna say career yet, but we're getting there. We're certainly getting there. So yeah, I guess this is just something that I wanted to do for myself, and I can't wait for you guys to see what the model looks like. It's so cool. It's basically just me in anime character form. Because it's got references to WWSY. I wanted to make sure that there were references to the old brand. And there's also a couple references to my past on YouTube. Before I was a hockey content creator, I was a Pokemon content creator. So there's references to that as well. And it all fits together with the Devilish brand as well. So I put a lot of time and thought into this model design. So I hope you guys love it as much as I do when the time comes to show it off. But first, for those of you who stayed to the end of this video, I will show off a little bit of a teaser of the sketch that my model artist drew. But besides that, I think that'll be about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And thank you to all the channel members for your continued support through this rebrand. It really means a lot. And the next franchise mode is coming up very soon. Don't you worry. It's going to be coming up pretty soon, but I'm going to need some time to prepare for it. So we're just going to be doing these kinds of videos in between. All right. So with that, I will see you guys in the next one.